Here at the Port Authority bus terminal in New York City, people were given a look into the sport of pro arm wrestling.
Hold that! Ready, go!
Today's the final event of the New York Golden Arm Series. This is the Empire State Golden Arm Tournament of Champions. This is a walk-in event today. Anybody can compete, regardless of age, sex, weight, or experience.
We have amateur wrestlers, we have pro arm wrestlers, a lot of pro, and they'll be left-handed and right-handed in various weight classes. We're going to have a bunch of women arm wrestling today.
It's going to be a very good competition. You got some excellent pros, and most certainly you got great amateurs coming up.
Today I'm looking forward to doing really good and beating a lot of guys that I don't like.
Hoping I can take first place both arms and take home all the money. So that's the plan anyways.
So what makes a good arm wrestler?
Well, a good arm wrestler takes more than just brute strength. It takes a lot of technique, it takes a strong mind, and it takes a lot of practice and training. And the training of an arm wrestler, the best training is arm wrestling itself.
What makes a good arm wrestler is practice, practice, practice. What I tell people is the technique is just about as complex as golf to master. There's a tremendous amount of things to learn and you can never stop learning.
There it is, back!
One of the top pro arm wrestlers in the tournament is Long Islander and East Hampton resident Michael Bai.
Started back before I was even a teenager. 2 arms against my dad, his best friend, and my uncle. And when I got in the Navy, I just started doing it in tournaments, and then 20 years later, I'm still doing it.
So what does Mike enjoy most about the tournament?
I enjoy just being around the guys. We all have the same thing in common, and it's a good day. I've won a lot of tournaments. I've placed in a lot of tournaments, and but basically I just come because I have a good time, and if I win, it's a bonus.
Let's get to know the rules of the game.
Make sure your hands on the peg. Make sure your elbows on the pad. Shoulders straight. And then when the ref gives the cadence, ready, go.
Ready, go!
Right to the pad. Elbow has to be on the pad at all times. If you're getting ready to go and you do one of these, it's a foul. Now if you're pulling and all of a sudden you lose the grip and you re-grip, that's a foul. So let's say I'm in a losing position and you're trying to get me, and I know that I can't beat you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip out on purpose to get a restart, but that's a foul. Another thing is we're gripping up, and all of a sudden we both go and we both slip. That's a slip right there, which means we go into a strap match. As soon as you touch the pin, it's a win, or there's also a parallel pin, and that's when it's below the invisible perimeter right here, invisible line. If you or your opponent can't get a grip, and you're both fighting over a grip, the referee will set your hands. And when the referee sets your hands, you do not move. Right when he's getting ready to set your hands, if you just move just slightly or do this, that's a foul.
Let's find out what awards Michael Bai came away with.
I took second left, 0 to 154, third right, 0 to 176, and third right, 0 to 154.
Arm wrestling is not like your traditional sport where you have to play basketball, baseball, football. Here's a one-on-one sport. You're looking a guy in the face, and this is the